Hey guys, this is Miss Winsley with another quick how-to video tutorial for your graduation project. Today we're going to be focused on making your commitment poster. So let's take a little bit at what the components of your commitment poster has to be. So according to your senior graduation project, your commitment poster announces the subject of your research paper, product, and your name. So the sign will be posted along with those of the other seniors. Now I'm not for sure about where it will be posted, but I know for sure that this is the first thing that your judges look at as soon as they enter your presentation room. They don't see you, they just see the initial commitment poster that's going to slide into your binder. So we want to make sure that it's eye-catching. And we also want to make sure that it's readable from about 6 feet away. So we want to make sure that the font is nice, easy to read. Typically, you want to use a sans serif type of font. That's a font that doesn't have the flags at the end. So you don't want to use anything curly or italics. You want to be something that's going to be clear, concise, something that's easy to read. Now, let's look at the sample commitment poster. So let's look at one. And let's go ahead and do one. So typically, it doesn't matter what you do for your commitment poster as long as you have one done. So you can do Microsoft Word, you can do Publisher, or you can even do PowerPoint. I'm going to prefer to do PowerPoint. So the first thing I want to do, though, is I want to go ahead and have a blank slide. So let's look at the components again. The first component you have to have is your title of your project. And I'm going to do my project on music production. The next thing you want to have is your contact information. Now, on your contact information, you want to go ahead and type, you want to have your name, the title of the course, and your teacher. Now, I've already typed up my information, but let me show you how I actually typed this text. I went to the insert, and I clicked on word art, and then I clicked here. Now, the third thing you want to have is your product type. Now, typically with your product type, you want to create something. So you want to use action verbs like I'm going to create, I'm going to write, I'm going to produce, I'm going to perform, I'm going to make. You want to use those type of strong action verbs. So my product is actually I'm going to write and produce an original song. So I want to go ahead and shrink the font just a little bit so that it can fit all on one line. Then I want to maybe change it. I want to maybe change the color. So now, that's still kind of bland. It's not eye-catching and it's not eye-pleasing. I need to add some pictures. So now what I want to do is I want to go to Google. And this is where I can just quickly type in keywords. Music production. Then I want to maybe find some images. I find some images that I feel are pleasing and eye-catching, and then I add them to my commitment folder. So here's a photo I found. Now, you're probably wondering how it made that border. Well, simply put, I added the border. So how you add a border is once you copy and paste the picture, you want to go to Picture Tools, Format, and you want to add a border. You do not just want to just make a plain picture. Also, if you really want to, you could add some soft edges. You could add maybe a bit of shadow. That way the picture has some 3D and some depth. Now, you just don't want one picture. You want maybe at least 2 pictures, no more than 4. So I'm going to do 2 pictures. And the only way I would recommend doing 2 pictures is if you don't have a lot of words. I'm doing more than 2 pictures if your pictures are really small. As you can see, my pictures are pretty big. So I'm going to go ahead and have just 2 pictures. So depending on how big your pictures are, that's how big you want to make how many pictures you want to use. Now, if you type your text first, you want to make sure that your pictures are behind your text. Simple fix, you go to Format, Picture Tools, Center Back, and now all your things are on the front. So as you can see, I have a great commitment poster. I have the title, I have what my product is, and I have my contact information. So now the judge clearly sees who I am, what my product is going to be, and they have who I am and who my English 4 teacher is. So now let's save it. Regardless of what format you're using, you want to make sure that you save it so that it can be printed like a photograph. So you can save it one of 2 ways. If you're using Microsoft Publisher or Microsoft PowerPoint, as I'm doing, you want to go ahead and save it as a JPEG. So you want to go File, Save As. You want to go to Save As Type. And you want to scroll down until you see JPEG. Then you want to title it. Now, for my case, I'm titling it Sample Commitment Poster. For your case, you're just going to title it Commitment Poster. Also, you shouldn't be saving it in the English 4 shared folder. You should be saving it in your individual shared folder. So you want to have commitment poster, save as type, JPEG, and then you want to click save. Now, right here, if you're using PowerPoint, it's going to pop up every slide, current slide only, or cancel. If you just have one slide, just click current slide only, and then it'll save it. Now, a rule of thumb is you do want to save this PowerPoint just in case you have to come back and edit it. Let's say your product changed. So you also want to save this as well. So you save this. In your individual folder as well. Now, if you're saving this, let's say you want to save this in Microsoft Word or PowerPoint, Microsoft Word or Publisher. If you're using Microsoft Word, you want to save it as a PDF. So you would do the same process. You go File, Save As, File Name Commitment Poster, and you want to scroll down till you see PDF. And then you want to click Save. So that is how you complete your graduation project commitment poster.